All right, in this video, we'll do a quick walkthrough of the Omni Business Suite. In particular, we'll focus on the all-in-one Omni CRM platform, which is a business management platform that helps growing businesses manage customer relationship, sales pipeline, project support, conversation, billing, and team collaboration. Um, I'll go to the Omni Business platform. On the platform, once you have your login credentials, you can log in and access the dashboard. The dashboard provides graphical representation of different aspects of the CRM, from leads according to status, which shows you each of the leads generated by team according to the various lead status that have been profiled in the system. Then you have project by status, ticket by priority, and quick actions that can take you to different area of the system. Throughout this demo, we'll be making use of different demo data, which are not real. So they are randomly generated demo data that belongs to no one. One essential feature of the CRM is the ticketing section. Within the ticketing section, each organization can set up their email, and that email have to be essentially the email that customer use to reach out to you. So if you have a customer facing email, which is the email that customer are using to reach out when they need support, when they need service, that email can be profiled within this section. An email can be profiled whether they are from Gmail, Outlook, iCloud, Yahoo, or any other email. You can profile them here. The system allows you to profile multiple emails. In other words, for each of the profile email, all of the conversation will automatically create a ticket, and those tickets can be managed by different team within this window. Under the admin section, you also have the general settings. The general settings comprise of different features that you can customize according to your organization uh, workflow or policy. So here within this section, you can enable notification, which will automatically send notification when a new ticket is created. You can also toggle visibility. By toggling visibility, it means all agents can see new email, whether it is assigned to them or not. If it's set to off, then agent cannot see email until that email has been assigned to them. Then we have auto reply. The auto reply is the ticketing. So from here, if I toggle auto reply, the system will automatically send a ticketing message once a new email is received. And we can import from templates depending on the organization flow. I can select the friendly and acknowledgement, which will automatically set this as my auto reply. And once I click on apply to auto reply, that becomes the template that goes out when a new ticket is created. Then you have default signature that can be created within this section, and each tenant can customize this according to their requirement. The system makes use of an auto assignment rule. In other words, when customers send email, who should that email be assigned to? And you can select whether the system should use round robin, last loaded, first available. So with round robin, the system automatically rotates ticket assignment among all available agents. And this can be fired on whether first agent reply or either of which of them. And once this is fired, I can select if I have multiple agents who are attending to customers' email, their names will be listed within this section, and I can select them so that the system automatically assigns tickets to them. You have the email and SLA policy. The SLA policy helps you to measure the team performance with regards to how quickly team are able to respond to team are able to respond to email tickets that are urgent in nature, high, normal, low, according to those priorities. Then an admin can set what is the expected time for resolution for each of these tickets. And then you can set your operating hours, set the time zone, and set the working days such that the system can now automatically calculate whether the team are able to meet up with the SLA policy or not. And this can help admin to take informed decision on agents that are not meeting up with SLA policy. The system can also notify different agents when they have reached 80% of not meeting up with SLA policy to give them heads up on the standard set and what they need to do to meet up with that SLA policy. Within our ticketing console, there are also additional features. You can trigger a CSAT form. So that's the customer satisfaction form, which can automatically be sent to customers once a ticket is set to close. So once the status of the ticket is set to close, the system can automatically trigger and send a CSAT form to the customer, asking them about their overall satisfaction, what is our response time, agent helpfulness, and then issue resolution. Each of these section can be, you can ask, you have the opportunity to set different questions that you want to ask customers with regards to each of these section. And this is very helpful because it then gives you informed analytics that you can use to measure how helpful your agents are, whether they are responding on time, and then you can rate customer satisfaction, and then be able to manage the entire customer experience workflow. You can also um, create a CSAT form, which can be triggered for social console. I'll take the social console shortly. Then within the ticketing console, there are other areas that you can also work on. It includes a widget. This is a form widget that you can place on your website. So if you have an existing website, you can create a widget form which customers can use to automatically create a ticket. And then that ticket can get sent uh, into the CRM. And then every time agent replies to the ticket, a customer gets a copy of the response. So this widget is very, very useful, especially if you want to have a section on your website where customers can request for tickets. Also, we have what is called the blacklist, where you can blacklist email that you don't want to open a ticket. Then you can create reply, like schedule reply that you want for each of the email. Then we have statuses. So within statuses, you can create different status for each of the tickets that are created, and the system gives you that ability to add additional status um, in addition to what currently exists. So I can have status of in account. Suppose we have an account department, and sometimes we can escalate issues to them. So by adding this status, the system will recognize that you are adding an additional status in addition to what currently exists. You can set whether it is the default status when a new ticket is created, or it is a status that automatically marks the ticket as closed. And I can set the color of that status and click on save to create the status. The status also, there are other features. We have what is called notify customer on transition. In other words, once I toggle this on, once agents select the in-account status, the system will automatically send this message to the customer, notifying them that your ticket status has changed, your ticket status is now in account, and then providing other additional details that you want for that notification. And that's very useful in keeping customers informed about the status of their tickets. If we go back to the ticket dashboard, on the ticket dashboard, we can now see each of the tickets that we have within this section. If I open this ticket, it shows me a view of all of the tickets and the message sent by the customer. And then I can also go back to have a view of another ticket. Suppose I want a view of this ticket, then it shows me a view of this ticket. And in this ticket, I can now see that within this section, the status of this ticket can be changed. And here, the priority of the ticket can also be changed. Here, the ticket can also be categorized into different groups. Each customer has that flexibility of creating different groups in line with their business unit. And then tickets can be assigned to individuals who are responsible for responding to that ticket. This assignment can be automated. Then down here is where agents can reply to ticket. So here we have a section where you can invoke the AI, and the AI can either suggest a response based on the context of the ticket. The AI can also rewrite whatever you have written here. The AI can expand on it, it can shorten it, it can change the tone of your message, whether you want it to sound friendly, heartfelt, or professional, or you can use AI to also spell check. So in this context, AI assists you in different areas of making sure that you sound professional and that each of the messages that are going out are the right tone that you want. Agent can also attach either email or whatever template they want to attach here. And within this section, agent can send emojis. There's an emoji that they want to send. So this reply can go to customers. We also have a section for internal notes. So internal notes are notes to team or other agents who might need to work on this ticket. And then we have schedule in the case where you want to schedule a response. And then team comments can also go in here where team can enter the comment for that ticket. So this section helps in managing email tickets for each of the email that you have profiled in the email ticketing section. Then we have what is called social console. The social console is an integral part of the CRM that creates a unified help desk ticketing system. So it brings together conversation from different social media platforms into one central place that the customer care agent can then be able to respond to each of those conversations, whether they are DM, comments, or reaction. Each of those conversation comes into the social console, and then they can be managed from within that central window. Customers can connect their social account by using this connect section. And here you can connect by going to each of the platform, whether it is Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, or any other platform, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, and other additional platform available here. So basically all of these platforms can be connected into the social console such that the system can aggregate messages from each of those platforms into one central place where agent can be able to attend to those messages. All messages are aggregated under the chat section. And in that chat section, you will see all of the messages and conversations that are flowing in and out. For example, this conversation, it has almost the same features as you have for the the ticketing. So here you have the AI response, which can suggest response, rewrite, expand, shorten, and then AI can change the tone of your message and make it professional, or you can spell check using the AI. Then you have the smileys, you have the attachment. From here, you can attach different documents relating to the conversations that are within that message. At the top, you will see for each conversation, the system creates a ticket and the customer gets an autoresponder telling them that a ticket has been created and their message is getting attention. Also, so from here, The system can automatically assign each conversation. This conversation, for instance, is Instagram, so it can be assigned manually from here, or the system can also automatically assign it. Then you have the first responder SLA. So you see this is already counting down, saying 24 minutes left. And this helps in measuring the response time. If it's green, it means the agent still has some more time to respond. If it goes red, that means the agent didn't respond within the required time. And then from here, responses can be channeled within this window. We have what is called a knowledge base, which can be built from your existing FAQ. So if you have an FAQ or question and answer, so that can be imported into the CRM, which forms the knowledge base. And then based on the questions the agent are being asked, um, agent can search for those questions within the knowledge base and then be able to insert those answers from within this section. So I see the answer has been inserted. I also can then look at it, okay, if there are errors, those errors can be corrected by using the spell check feature of the AI. And then if I need it to sound friendly, I can also make it sound friendly. Or maybe this response is just too long and I need to shorten it, then I can shorten from here. And the AI will maintain the same tone while shortening the response within this console. And once I click send, I'll be responding to this message. So the share console brings together everything, whether it's from Facebook or from Instagram, from WhatsApp, or just create a ticket within the share console that makes it easier for agent to manage. So you also have other features, which is the publish, the mention, contact, leads management. Within the leads management, if you are running Facebook ad or Meta, any of the Meta ads, those leads that are generated from those ads can automatically um, be channeled into the CRM such that each of those leads you'll be able to manage them from here. And then the contact center or customer service agent can then manage engagement of those leads from within the CRM. We also have a section that manage WhatsApp templates. So if you need to set up WhatsApp templates that will go out to customers on WhatsApp, that can be set up within this section. Then you have analytics. This gives you all the various analytics with regards to response time, average response rate, and all other metrics that you want to measure for customers' quality assurance. Then you have the live chat section. So within this section, you can set up a live chat so that that live chat you can add the widget to your website. Whenever customers are on your website, the live chat can be something that you use to engage customer. Within the live chat, you can also set up an AI to be the first responder for your live chat. So if you enable AI for first responder, you will need to give the AI a persona by uploading an avatar for the AI. You can also set some pre um, pre-form field that you want to accept, informations that you want to collect from customer before every chat conversation commence, that can be set here. And then the AI can use your knowledge base. If you have an FAQ that you have set, the AI can use that FAQ. And then based on the information available in that FAQ, the AI is able to respond and converse with customers that are on your website and then be able to respond to them. You see the chat section will show like a chat icon here where each of the customers that are on your website can optionally browse through the FAQ section of the website, or they can start a new chat section. And by starting a new chat section, they can fill in their information. And then you see here that there's no agent available, but you have the Ankali AI assistant, which can automatically reply to customers within that chat section. So the live chat is a very important feature of the CRM that you can always deploy at any time. Also, the CRM has those similar features that you have within the ticketing section, where you can set the SLA and then so from here the SLA can be set for each of the categories of messages that you're receiving from within the CRM. Also, you have the section where you can enable the AI assistant. So from here, AI assistant can be enabled. That's AI test tool, and then AI first responder. And you can also personify your AI assistant, give it a name, whatever name you want to call it. You want to call it Peter, you want to call it Emeka. You can call it whatever name you want to call it so that when the AI is responding on chat, that is the name that we show for the AI. You can have Jasper AI, so you can be customized. Then you have the minimum confidence level and then the maximum confidence level. How many messages per section should the AI sustain? If you put 30 here, then the AI will sustain up to 30 conversation per message, depending on how long it took for the AI to answer. Then you have the ticket autoresponder. So here you can create autoresponder for tickets when you receive a DM. What should be the autoresponder when you receive a comment? What should be the autoresponder? And this can be set within this feature. So the social console contains basically almost um, pretty much all the features that you will expect from a centralized ticketing system and a centralized messaging console where you can manage all conversation from customers across different channels. Then you have a section within the CRM that helps you to manage clients and contacts, and then also manage client engagement, manage relation. So from here, you can manage the services that is offered to each of the clients that you have, and then be able to manage the journey of the customer. The system has different messaging channel. We have a message that can go out via SMS, via email, via WhatsApp, and then for each one of these, you can select messages from predefined templates that are already within the system, which you will have crafted out while setting up the template. So here I already have some of those messages which I can set. So I want to send SMS messages, and then once I select this, I can click on send, and then the system send the message out for me. Then you also have calendar, which helps you to manage meetings, schedule, demo, and then all of that can be created within the calendar. Each employee has their own calendar of schedules and meetings that are created. The leads and prospects section is where you can manage leads, whether they are leads coming from Meta ads, from different sources. You can manage all of those leads here and then be able to change their status as they move from um, new leads to meeting, to presentation, to proposal. Then the CRM also gives you tools that you can use to nurture leads such that when the customer care agent have finished talking to the leads, they can trigger some messages, whether a mail or SMS or WhatsApp message to go to the lead automatically. And this can be a follow-up, it can be a quick question, or just a general message that you want to send to that customer. Once I click on send, that sends the message to that lead. So it makes it easier and faster to nurture each of the leads that you have within the system. And of course, it is the leads and prospects that get converted to clients. Then you have the pipeline. So the pipeline is like multi-dimensional leads where you want to create different leads. You can have leads coming from Meta, leads coming from Google, leads coming from newspaper ad. So you want to be able to segment each of those leads, not just lumping them all together under leads and prospects. So the pipeline excel in helping you to do that such that you can create each of those leads. Sometimes you can purchase the contact list that you want the agent to call from. So those contact lists, you have been better creating them here as a pipeline campaign and then be able to generate reports based on each of the pipeline campaign and lists that you have within the system. Then you have the project manager where you can manage different projects, manage the stages of the project, manage the stakeholders of the project. You can also manage milestone of a project across. All right, so here You can manage each of those projects by creating the milestones for each project, and then the system gives you the ability to keep track of each of the milestones. Then we have bills and payments, which enables you to pay bills. The data intelligence sections of the CRM is an important feature that helps with data gathering and all of the various data that you want to collect from different avenues. You can create a form for each data. This comes with an API that you can plug to retrieve data or collect data from any data source, and that can be centrally managed within the CRM. So here I can add different fields, whether it's a logo, a text area, an email, any kind of form data that you want to collect that can be added in here. And once you create that data field, then you will have a public URL that you can then use to collect the form from whichever avenue you want to collect them from. So this helps you to get external data into the CRM. The report section covers all the various reports from the clocking section. The CRM has a way of measuring agent availability and agent responsiveness. So there's a clocking section here that helps to measure each of the agents from what time they log in, from which time they are active, and then also keep track of their inactivity. Also, you have other reports that are, we have the KPI report, the lead report. The KPI report keeps track of the KPI set for each of the roles that you have within the CRM. And then you have call history and then call management report. The support center is where you can manage your knowledge base, your FAQ, and relevant articles that attend to different areas of customer support and customer service that will be helpful for agents that are attending to customers. You can manage them from within this section. And of course, from this section, you can set up employee. And then the settings has a whole lot of parameters that can be managed, whether parameters that relate to any of the modules that I've shown earlier. The developers API is what you can use to integrate the CRM into any existing application. It could be application that you are currently using for other purposes, and then you need to synchronize data from the CRM to those applications or data from third-party application into the CRM. The developers API gives you a well-documented developer-defined parameters that you can use. Those parameters become usable once you generate your API key. And then from those API key, you can make different API calls and requests to the CRM to be able to fetch and request for data from different sections. So overall, the Omni CRM helps you to manage the entire life cycle of your customer relationship, projects, services, marketing, and different areas of business automation, which I might not have covered within this section. Then the system also comprises of other modules, which I'll cover in subsequent video recording. There are modules for HRMS, which is the Human Resource Management System. Then you have modules for finance, which is a full-fledged double entry financial system, and then modules for payroll, and then modules for employee self-service. All of these I'll cover in other subsequent sessions for your review. Thank you for watching this video. We look forward to having you on board.